So you wake up, it's freezing outside, and your car's about as excited to start as you are to get out of bed. But guess what? It's not just you that has trouble waking up in the cold, your car does too. And trust me, it's got some serious cold start mistakes up its sleeve that could leave you stranded in the cold. What if I told you there are 6 very common mistakes that cars make in the cold, and most drivers don't even realize they're doing them? Trust me, your car will thank you when you take care of these 6 common mistakes. Let's jump in. Mistake number 1, not letting the car warm up. Okay, we've all been there. It's a cold morning and you're already late for work. You start the car, hop in, and just go. But hold on, not letting your car warm up can cause some serious problems, kind of like trying to get out of bed without any coffee. When you skip the warm-up time, you're basically forcing your engine to work when it's still cold and stiff. This means the oil is thicker and it doesn't lubricate the engine parts properly. It's like trying to run a marathon in a winter coat. Not ideal. It's like jumping straight into an ice bath. Your car's like, what is happening right now? I was just cozy. And guess who's going to suffer? That's right, you and your engine. Trust me, the cold isn't just tough on your car, it's tough on your mood too, right? You wouldn't want to start your day on a grumpy note, and neither does your car. Not warming up your car can lead to more wear and tear, reduced fuel efficiency, and could even damage the engine over time. Plus, if your car starts struggling to get moving in the cold, it's like it's begging for a cup of coffee, except it's not getting one. So, you're setting yourself up for more headaches down the road. The fix is simple, just give your car a couple of minutes to warm up. The engine's not going to explode if you wait 3 to 5 minutes, trust me, and it'll thank you for it by running smoother and lasting longer. Think of it like stretching before a workout. Your car's muscles need a little time to get going, and you'll both feel better for it. Mistake number 2, ignoring the battery. You know how on cold mornings even you struggle to get out of bed? Well, your car's battery feels exactly the same way. When the temperature drops, so does the power in your car's battery. A cold battery has to work a lot harder to get your car started. And if it's weak to begin with, that's a recipe for disaster. It's like trying to run on empty when your body's telling you, I need a nap. Imagine getting in your car, hitting the ignition, and all you hear is that sad, lonely click of the starter trying to turn over. You're probably thinking, oh no, not today. That's your battery crying for help. And if you don't give it a little TLC, it might just refuse to start altogether. What's even worse, you might not even realize you have a weak battery until it's too late. If your battery is already a few years old and it's sitting in sub-zero temps, you're setting yourself up for a major headache. But here's a little secret. You can avoid all this by checking the health of your battery regularly. If it's been more than 3 to 4 years since you replaced it, you might want to think about getting a new one before winter hits. Mistake number 3, not checking oil viscosity. Imagine you're rushing out the door trying to get your car started, and the last thing you want to think about is the oil. But if you don't take a second to check your oil viscosity, you could be in for a rude awakening. See, when temperatures drop, your engine oil thickens, kind of like how maple syrup is super runny in the summer, but sticks like glue in the winter. If your oil's too thick, it won't circulate as smoothly through the engine, and that means more friction. And friction? Well, friction is basically your engine's worst enemy. It's like trying to run a marathon in a suit of armor. Imagine trying to drive with your engine parts rubbing up against each other. The worst part? You might not even notice it at first. Your car could still start and drive, but over time, that extra strain could lead to severe engine damage. So how can you avoid this mistake? First, check your oil before the winter season hits and make sure it's the right viscosity for colder temperatures. A thinner oil for winter helps keep things flowing smoothly. And if you're unsure, go with synthetic oil. It's designed to flow better in colder temperatures, and it'll help protect your engine. Mistake number 4, over-relying on the choke. You know when you're trying to make a good impression, but you overdo it a bit? That's exactly what happens when you over-rely on the choke during cold starts. It's meant to be your car's little helper to adjust the fuel mixture and get the engine going in colder temperatures. But when you use it too much, it's like trying to give someone a boost, but ending up pushing them down the stairs. Using the choke for too long can flood the engine, making it harder to start. It's like giving your car a shot of espresso when all it needed was a nice cup of water. You'll end up with a rough start, higher emissions, and potential damage to the engine. And let's be honest, no one wants to be that person with the sputtering car that takes 10 tries to start. So, how do you avoid this mistake? Simple. Don't be too eager with the choke. Modern cars don't need it for long, and overusing it just leads to frustration. The choke should be used for a few seconds, just long enough to get the engine running smoothly. Mistake number 5, revving the engine right after starting. It's freezing outside, you turn the key, and then vroom! You give the gas pedal a little punch because you think, hey, this'll help it warm up faster, but actually, that rev is like yelling at someone before they've had their coffee. It's aggressive, it's unnecessary, and it does more harm than good. When your engine is cold, oil hasn't had time to circulate through all the moving parts. Revving puts instant stress on the engine before it's properly lubricated, basically grinding metal against metal. You're adding wear and tear before the day's even started. The better move? Start the engine, let it idle for a couple of minutes, and resist the urge to floor it. Think of it like giving your car a calm wake-up instead of a rude alarm clock. Mistake number 6, using the wrong coolant mix. Ever filled your radiator with just water or topped off with random coolant from the gas station? In winter, that's a ticking time bomb. The wrong coolant mix can actually freeze inside your engine, causing cracks, overheating, or even a complete engine failure. Coolant does more than keep your car from overheating. It also prevents freezing in cold weather. The ideal mix is usually 50-50 antifreeze and distilled water, but double-check your car manual. A poor ratio reduces the coolant's effectiveness, and if it freezes, it expands. You do not want to deal with a cracked engine block, trust me. So before the first cold snap hits, check your coolant level and mix. It's a small step that protects one of your car's most expensive parts. So yeah, those are the 6 cold start mistakes that secretly destroy engines. The good news? Every single one is avoidable with just a bit of care. So be good to your car and it'll return the favor by starting every morning without complaint. Found this helpful? Smash that like button, subscribe for more car-saving tips, and share this with someone whose car sounds like it needs a hot chocolate every morning. Take care of your engine, and it'll take care of you.